thank everybody for laying out big bucks for the raffle ticket this year again. Yeah. We have a tradition here at Hogtown, and that is to share a poem entitled every year, Lines on Ale, written by our patron saint of Hogtown, Edgar Allan Poe, in 1848. Filled with mingled cream and amber, I will drain that glass again. Such hilarious visions clamor through the chambers of my brain. Quaintest thoughts, queerest fancies come to life and fade away. What care I how time advances? I'm drinking ale today. I should note that he wrote that the year before he died at age 40. And I assume that you all have been practicing all year and brought your kazoos back.
One's in my car. Can I go get it?
What? Well, maybe next year. All right. All right, so every year I have an annual call to Hogtown Brewers for original beer poetry and beer quips or things stolen from other places. Eric? Yeah, I can't work under these conditions. Right. Anyway, as was the case last year, I will not be reading a poem from George Perrin, which begins, "There once was a brewer from Nantucket," because you recall how that ended last year. I will, however, share some creative efforts by Hogtowners throughout the awards program, and I want to get one out of the way really early, however. After long and laborious thought, Mark Tamarkin wrote the following: "I am way too busy drinking beer to write about beer."
Yes, yes.
Thank you, Mark.
Well done.
Anyway, before we begin the awards this evening, I do have a couple of notes and announcements. First of all, we would be remiss if we did not note that this is the 500th anniversary of the law restricting beer ingredients to water, hops, and barley, and later yeast, known as the German Purity Law, or Reinheitsgebot, which in American translates to really dull and unimaginative beer. And speaking of brewing ingredients, Hogtown Hannah, or Hannah Owens, that is, penned a poem entitled "All I Need to Brew Some Beer." I've got water, malt, hops, and yeast, so that's the minimum at least. But there's some other stuff to brew that I'd better pick up too. Some buckets and carboys, a spoon and a chiller, a burner, a kettle, a nice ton of filler, a siphon, some Werlock, a couple of meters, star sand, and a flask that can hold several liters. Kegs, an airlock, reusable bags, caps, a regulator, and some custom turned caps. Some bottles and brushes and PBW, tubing, some stoppers, a temper egg chest freezer too. But above all the rest of this gear, I think the most useful are, friends, a nice day and more beer to drink. And in honor of the resurgence of Star Wars this year, we would like to share the following, written, we believe, by George Lucas. "Beer, oh beer, you are my friend, the Yoda to my Luke. When life is crap, you help me mend until you make me puke." That sounds like and aren't you all glad that the PSI of beer kegs is not as controversial as it is in NFL football? But if we had a scandal, say, in Jacksonville,
There it is.
where the only things overinflated are cast egos, would it be called Keg-Gate or Beer-Gate? Well, anyway, next, a note on beer competition.
That's it?
I think the essence of considering the quality of beer can be summed up nicely by Andrea Gillies in Gillies' Guide to World Beers as follows. The most important question to ask of a beer is, do I like this and do I want some more? But it's also important to attempt a little objectivity and separate out the question, do I like this, from the quite independent question, does this beer achieve what it sets out to do? Is it good at being what it wants to be? I think that sums it up pretty well. I kind of like that. And if you didn't, I don't really care. Now, we have an important name change announcement. The Hogtown Brewers are changing their name to America Brewers for the rest of 2016. America! We are doing this because we believe we are the most awesome home brewing club in America and fully expect to receive their 2016 Radagast Club of the Year award at the AHA Homebrew Con next month.
Stop calling it con.
We think we're going to win it every year. Anyway, our initials will change from HB to AB. And no, AB does not stand for Anheuser-Busch because we are an American homebrew club comprised of Americans, with the exception, of course, of PJ. and our crazy Canadian Jonathan, I forgot. Because we think of Canada kind of like, you know.
That's North America.
Also, our initials will not. A, shut up. All right, so anyway, our initials, AB, also do not stand for abs, since there is an inverse correlation between 6 packs of beer and 6-pack abs. But if you are a contemporary music fan, you may wish to think of us as a club formerly known as Hogtown. Or if you prefer a symbol, so, God bless America, America Brewers, that is, USA, 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 right. USA. Okay. With the expanded number of beer styles in the 2015 guidelines, we plan to break up the awards with 4 beer pourings tonight, orchestrated by our Cicerone, Mike Blackman. We will also change up things with some guest award announcers who will be called to the microphone throughout the evening. So now let's get on with our first set of medals, numbers 1 through 10. All right, the Pale Malty European Lager, we had 10 entries, and third place bronze, we had none. And second place, Philip Langford, Munich Hellas. Gotta get me some Hellas, Tampa Bay beers. Come on up and get your medal, or we'll take your medal to you. How do you want to run that tonight? All right. Is anybody here from Tampa Bay? Brewers? Beers?
Somebody take the medal to him.
Gina, angry.
All right. And the first place gold in this category goes to Kevin Cowan, Hellas Bach, My Bach. Red Stick Brewmaster.
Anybody here from Baton Rouge?
Go Baton Rouge!
Somebody go to that Baton Rouge tonight. Take Kevin his medal.
All right. Our next category, Pale Bitter European Beer, 14 entries. The bronze medal goes to Jim Berry. The second place silver goes to John Key.
Yeah, it's Cask, by the way, it's Cask. It's Cask.
From Calvert Ale Sharing Club. I don't know about you, but I used to have trouble pronouncing Etienne's name. And then I remembered Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz when she used to say, NGM, NGM. Okay, anyway. Right. The gold medal Hogtown Brewers. Okay. All right, the next category, amber and dark European beer, we had 17 entries. The bronze medal goes to Jim Berry. James Bill Gold. What? All right. Silver
in cast.
And the gold medal in this category goes to David Somers, Deanna Lager, Vendetta. Yes! Seminole County. All right, our next category, strong European beer, 11 entries. The bronze medal goes to Shane Ladd. Halford. All right.
That's cast.
That's cast.
That'll be cast.
That's cast.
The silver medal goes to Christopher Goller, Brandy Goller of Doppelbach, Lakeland Brewers Guild.
Yay!
And the gold in this category goes to Gary Solomon. Bald Dick Porter. Bald Dick Porter.
That is cast.
They just never had the class that we did. So, you know. All right. German wheat beers, 6 entries. The bronze goes to none. The second goes to Kevin from Nellis Brewers Guild, and the silver, the gold goes to Douglas Vincent, who's sent the oh, hell was it?
You guys didn't pick up the medals.
They beat Homebrew Club. Way too many high ABVs today. And so we had. You shouldn't feel too good since 33 1/3 of you, you know. The British Bitter and Commonwealth beer. We have a bronze medal going to Randall Mannion and Randall Mannion. All right. Best of English IPA, Palm Beach Rockman. So he brews with himself literally.
Hey! He's in cast. He's in cast.
Wow, this better be good. Yes. And the gold in this category, Chris Bible, Ordinary Bitter,
None.
Boo.
Word. Boo.
What I need. When we get to, I want to stop and get to really.
Good start. Good start. 2 silvers, by the way.
So in the brown British beer category, are wandering off to take a leak. We try not to be too formal here. All right, Mike Radford and John Radford. John's mild, Central Florida homebrewers. And the silver medal goes to Jim Radford. Hogtown Brewers, Beacons, Berry, Brown Ale. And the gold medal for brown British beer goes to
Basic bitch, nice.
Yeah, go ahead. Irish and Scottish Ale, 16 entries. 3rd place goes to Bob Walker.
That's Bob. You guys are on a roll now.
The silver medal in this category for Irish and Scottish.
Yes, that's cast. That's cast.
Never come back again. I guess they have to. You can't. And the gold medal goes to.
Nice. Rub and cast. Nice. Rub and cast all day. If Cass wins this for 30 in a row, we agree to what? Really? That's what I'm going to get.
Can you go here for a second, please? What are we through?
We agree to what? What do we agree to do?
Damn it, Jesse, what did you do?
Yeah. What did you do? Yeah, what did you do?
All right, British and Irish Stout. 16 categories. Andrews, rather. The bronze in this category goes to George Moonlight Sweet Stout, Hogtown Brewers. And the silver in the category goes to Chris Bible.
No club food.
None.
Food and no club, huh? And I see him all the time.
And the gold goes to David Summers, Crazy Neighbor, Brew Club of Seminole County. Make merry. Okay. So this is going to be number 10 coming up? All right. The American and British Strong Ale, pretty big entry. The bronze in this goes to...
Hey, Ryan Matone! Yeah! That's Cass! That's Cass! That's Cass, by the way. I didn't know if you did that.
Is that Cass?
That's Cass.
Hogtown Brewers. That's Hogtown Brewers. And Sean Ford.
That's Coke!
We'll have our first beer pouring break.
Hey!
The Cicerone wasn't quite ready, but he and she will be. Ike and Jackie will be pouring some beers that Mike has selected. Do you want to tell them what to be pouring?
I definitely will be telling them. It is it's delicious.
And what is going on?
Beer.
What is going on?
This is if you don't know our benevolent overlord, it's Ron, and you know sometimes every once in a while his head just
His
starts
what?
foaming.
His what?
So this is Ron and the Beast Ryan. So you know some Brett in this is Saison style. Sometimes it just happens.
To what?
To what?
This happens?
It happens all the time. Yes.
Don't worry.
And then right here we have the Brett Beast Hellas. So we got Brett and Brett, but right here we got Ron the Beast. So you got to get some of this. You got to enjoy that. All right, Evil Twin, enjoy it. Pass it around.
Okay, very good. While they're sharing a little bit of this
That's Hogtown. That's Hogtown.
In our first break, each break we're gonna have just a little theme and share a few things with you. The first theme break is home brewing and the craft beer growth. AHA estimates that there are now about 1.2 million home brewers in the U.S. who brew over 2 million barrels a year, or about 1% of the total U.S. beer production. 2/3 of home brewers started in 2005 or later. That's a pretty interesting number. Brewers Association 2015 data on the national beer market indicate that craft beer now accounts for about 12.2% of the market and a 21% dollar share of the market. It's hard to believe the market share has more than doubled in the past 4 years. You can stop and think about it, that is pretty incredible. Nationally, 2015 saw 620 new craft breweries opening and 68 closing. Florida had a net increase of over 20 breweries in 2015. Among states, we rank 11th in number of craft breweries, but 43rd in breweries per drinking age capita. So we have a long ways to go there. Big breweries continue to worry about the rise of craft beer and the decrease in total beer sales, which was down 0.2% in 15. Is witnessed by their ongoing purchase of craft breweries and the increasingly desperate defensive ads by Budweiser. Bud's latest ads proclaim that it is not backing down, even though their sales continue to do so. One of the reasons for this trend is delightfully illustrated in the following lines by Sharon McCrum from her 1988 award-winning mystery novel, Bimbos of the Death Sun. Here's the quote: "It couldn't be beer. If you sent American lager beer out to be analyzed, the lab would probably phone up and say, your horse has diabetes. Our first guest announcer of the evening will be PJ Van Blockman. Come on up, PJ. PJ.
I am not going to sing You'll Sing Matilda again.
No, so you don't know the words.
I do.
All right. So what I want to say was that over the years, there's been a good bit of speculation as to PJ's geographic origin.
Scotland, everybody knows.
Much of the confusion, of course, comes from his use of so many accents, or accents, as may be. Since Hogtown Brewers know way too much about PJ, I'm going to ask our members not to participate. I say not to participate in the following exercise. I would like those from our sister clubs to try to determine his birth country based on a sampling of his various accents. Afterwards, you can vote on the country in which you think he was born. So PJ, is it Scotland? Say a few words in Scotland. Do you want that? Do you think you need that? All right.
Oh, well, I'll be a wee bit brief for you. If anybody here doesn't like single malt scotch, you can bugger off now.
And the next one would be Swaziland.
Or the Hamalabal on Bangkok, who's around Hana, who's even Nani.
A viable contender. Okay. India.
Well, you've got to worry about my brown finger.
Okay. France. Or France in your case.
How would you like to be down by the same with me? I know.
French.
Oui, et si on parle français seulement, tu dis quoi? C'est du morteux, frère. Quand j'étais jeune, peut-être 17 ou 18 ans, j'ai joué en Ligue.
Southern France is what you're doing.
That was
And finally, England.
Fish and chips! Fish and chips!
I prefer to go Australian if you don't mind. It's easy, but English, no, I don't talk to you. Why did you make me do this?
This seemed like a good thing at the time. All right, so wait a minute. All right, how many believe
Spain.
How many?
Spain.
How many believe Scotland? See your hands. Scotland. Swaziland. India. France. England.
Nobody cares.
None of the above. And that is because why?
He's from the Netherlands.
Ah, his name gave it away. Anyway, PJ is going to announce the next several categories. By the way, the guest announcers don't know that they're going to be guest announcers.
I frankly don't have a clue, but all right, this is presumably the American Pale Ale. Are we there now? Would you like to? No, American Pale Ale. Hey, first, please. Oh, would you do third first? Third first. You're all ass backwards here. For third place, Brewers under Columbia.
That's not pub, though. Not pub. But a pub is going to get it.
Second place, Mount Powell. And that's it, right? Dunedin, I beg your pardon, Dunedin. That's actually
Atlanta.
Atlanta? It's actually in Australia. And the first one is Ted Kay's Gravity Finder. Where the hell is he from? Jolly good. Have I done my bit now?
You just started.
No,
Our next category.
The next one is a standard amber brown, and there are 15 entries. I assume you can read, right? Third place will be James.
That's cast. That's cast. That's cast. Did anybody see that?
Mike, don't. Bloody hell, up and down with that funny coloured shirt. Right. In second place, Jeff.
Cass, one more, sweet. Huh?
Jolly well.
You know what it is?
And first place to the Amber.
Yes!
Why don't you take it?
Hold on.
Very well done, you chaps. And then for the American Porter and Stout, there were 16 entries. This is my last one.
Bob and Lisa.
Brewer Robert Brandel, that's excellent, jolly good. With the co-brewer, better name than you. It says second is Brewer Mike Lee, same coast. Excellent. And then in first place, guess, Roostercroft, Tampa Bay.
Next category? Oh, come on. Let you know when you finish.
Oh yeah.
The third place here, I'm John Denny now. Is that right? All right, I'm a black Irishman. Third place is Tad K's Final Gravity Brewers. There we go. There is the photo. Who's going to take the team? And then the second place, but what are we doing? IPAs, I'm sorry. Gregory Patterson. These brothers aren't here now.
Tampa's here, so we give a shit.
And then in the first place of all, the Mark Powell of
Who cares about that? No, they're not even real.
Can I do something? No, I don't want to do it. European sours, my God.
Versus Cass.
Got your signature.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah, no. Third place could be, right, that's right. Michael Brock, Hogtown Brewers.